Well, the opening day of any competition is special for everyone. A red letter day for everybody here, and those of you who have joined us for our live coverage. I hope everybody is comfortably strapped in for the ride. We're sure that this will be a feast of football, irresistible, emotional, a roller coaster for everyone involved. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
Claude Makelele is, in my opinion, a player that revolutionised the role of the defensive midfielder. He highlighted the importance of the ugly side of the game.
The original, and still perhaps the best.
I'd say so. Many have tried to emulate him, but nobody's managed it.
Well, we're on the way. Makelele, nice looking ball, and here's Yamal. Yamal going face to face with his great rival, gets a good foot in there. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Too much pressure, and he's lost the ball. He's had it taken off him. Adli. Tavernier. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. He slings it in. Big header! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Milan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Bournemouth finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Semenyo. Looks a smashing ball. That pass just didn't quite work. And it's Shevchenko. And this is Raul. Semenyo.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
So just the one early goal to report so far, and the score is 1-0. He's found a way past. There's the shot! It's a promising position, delivered across. Oh, smashing header!
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, important interception.
This is the time you need that pace.
Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. And here's Tavernier. Picked out brilliantly, crosses it in, and now they can clear their lines. Makaleli. Now he's off and running. Now Davids. Pass somewhat off target.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Tavernier. Turns back here, probably the best option. Smith. Adley gets into a good position. He's had a shot! It's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, such a clever touch. Scott did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Half an hour played now. Oh, good take in a good area. Adley. Big chance! Oh, taken with style. And the game is well and truly turned on its head. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Now it's Yamal. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And he whips it across. Shoots! Goal! They're level in a trice.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Now this could be a... And the shot! Raul, very much a man of this moment. He's in plenty of space here. Raul. Petrovic breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others...
He's got tall! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Milan finding their passes. Davids, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Tavernier. Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Evan Nielsen. And we've reached half-time. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this. Terrific half. 4 goals split evenly. Beautifully set up for the second period to follow. So it's back to business. Oh, that's a key interception. Yamal given the lift of his goal. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. Davids. Raul. No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Del Piero. Bournemouth needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Looking for the run. And this is Shevchenko. Looks at he rises! Goal! Milan! And he is away. The launch of a brand new hero. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Oh, there's a probing ball. Yamal providing an outlet on that flank. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Tavernier. And he's being shifted off it.
Milan are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, he's had so much room to operate in. He's been running the show, but maybe the curtain's about to come down on him.
A nicely aimed pass. Look at the space here. And Shevchenko! That was superb goalkeeping.
Shevchenko is offering a right smile there.
Cambio di giocatori.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Bournemouth have the chance to go the other way. Semenyo picks it up out wide. He has a look up. Ball swung in. Oh, that was vital.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, not quite. And he's there to belt it away. Semenyo. Tavernier. Semenyo. And it's Tavernier. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Raul. Now it's Del Piero. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's got away. Crosses it in. And that is out and behind. It's a good block.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 38.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Il numero 22. Ribery. Il numero 10. Attenzione, un cambio.
And that could well leave a mark.
Milan surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Half an hour gone in the second half. Pass is just off target. And it's Kluivert. Brooks. Danilo tries to clear. Truffert, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Can he get on the end of this? Knocks it into space. And he's certainly onside here. Brooks receives it in a good position here. That's really well cleared. Opts to play it back. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Tavernier is onto this, showing good feet. It's a goal kick. A couple of changes then in quick succession. Shevchenko taking his leave here, having got himself on the score sheet.
Look, you can only give your all, and he's delivered in that regard, and I think the manager has probably just spotted now a little tiredness creeping in, and, you know, if that's the case, then, you know, he's doing the right thing.
Just 5 minutes left. And he's had it nicked away.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
He's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Tries a shot! Milan close now to seeing this one through to the end.
Ci saranno
Brooks.
3 minuti di recupero.
Davids gets over and intercepts. It's just beyond his reach. Now it's Tavernier. Smith has it in a wide position. That's a decent clearance. Played back, it's shot at goal! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. So that's it, it is all over. Milan have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Well, from behind, Jim, that is some win, isn't it?
Well, I've just got to give them great credit for the way in which they've managed to turn this around. Going behind seemed to strengthen their resolve, and it's been a wholehearted reaction and an absolutely terrific win.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
And this is now today's lineup.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, this guy, Bruno Guimaraes, is going to be the man who I see as the one who brings balance to the team. I think when he's on the ball, yes, he can be a strong runner, but he's become a very central pivot now in making sure that he helps break lines going forward and denies line breaking for his defence. So he's become a big factor now in any team he functions in.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. So that's got things underway. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Elanga. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, good spread. Now it's Kubo. And it's Del Piero. Played out to the right. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Barnes. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He's having a shot! It's in for the pieces! He's done very well to get to that.
Van Nistelrooy is offering a wry smile there.
Newcastle are looking to go forward now. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Livramento. Elanga. Now, what about a counter-attack? Can he get on the end of this? And that's an excellent interception. And he cuts out the supply. Milan are applying all the early pressure.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and looked the more likely to register first.
Distributed tidily. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And here's Del Piero. Ribéry. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Barnes. Holds beyond the defence. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Knocks it out wide. Great vision. And it's made its way to him. Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this? And another try! Loose ball now, and there's a chase, and again! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Swings in across. Cannavaro attempts a clearance. Well, nothing to report in terms of goals, but it's not for the want of trying.
Well, it's certainly not a drab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
And here's Mbappe. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Turns back here, probably the best option. Barnes. And it's Hall. And that's played in low. That's going to go a long way. It's a promising position, tries to cross. Schlotterbeck is there, and he can get that clear. Bruno Guimaraes cuts out the pass. Newcastle upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
That's a good chance! They want to be quick to recover this. Skims one in. Van Nistelrooy, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. He's picked his way through. He's in a good position here. And he shoots! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Keeper has taken decisive action. He's had a shot! And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Miley. Nicely weighted ball. Elanga. And he lines up a cross. That'll be a throw-in. Schlotterbeck can get it clear. An instinctive delivery. And he's taking no chances there. Oh, no question, that's a foul. That's a decent clearance. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And the shot! Oh, denied! Brilliant neatly.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Miley with the short
There will
one.
be 1 minute
Barnes.
at a time.
Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Elanga. Barnes. Oh, shooting chance! And the whistle goes for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
And now, to all members of the crowd,
So, both teams
I'd like
still
to
stuck
ask
on the
you to
starting
join
blocks
me
here,
in wishing
0-0
our
at the
birthday
break.
boy a very special birthday. Everyone, please welcome our players.
That gets things going for the second half. So the first half brought no goals. And it's Miley. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, they can break here. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
The worst choice he could pick. He needed to get his head up and see the outlet to his right.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Kubo could try cutting inside here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, and he's asking too much with that. Byrne. And Hall knocks it into space. Hall has crossed into the... climbs up big! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Kubo. Davids, searching pass he's played there. Neatly clipped into space. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. He's in a great position here. Oh, good spread. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Oh, he's found support out wide. Defending of the desperate variety. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, that's fabulous. Crosses it in. Hall. quality ball.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Tries to play it through. Spread neatly. Newcastle can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Substitution on the field. Number 20. Coming on to replace him is number 9, Wissa.
It's a throw-in. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Kubo looking to run onto it. Byrne goes sliding in. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
Substitution in progress.
That has been knocked clear. Threads one in. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Nicely spread. That's tidy. And here's shapes to shoot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Substitution on the field. Number 11.
Newcastle making another change here.
Number 3, Lewis Hall. Coming on the field, number 10.
Half an hour gone in the second half.
Number 2, Trippier.
And it's Livramento. Oh, super ball. Shoots!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Linton. And he's quick to get it clear again.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Gordon. That's a super give and go. Spread out to the left. Trippier.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
They've played it short. And it's Trippier. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Yamal. Tries to pass it through.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Costa Curta wins the duel this time. Now it's Ribery. Looking for the run. Del Piero looking to get on the end of this. Goes for the header! Oh, yes, it's there! Save the best for last! Oh, super header, wonderfully acrobatic.
Well, it's very well played because it's so easy to get those wrong.
Is number 2, Schlotterbeck.
Milan take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
That's a lovely, neat pass. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. And now the breakaway. That's at the end. Milan have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Maignan taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Milan leave it late, but in the end, it was great.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw. Sometimes it comes down to grit and desire and the stubbornness to keep plugging away. And this has been great staying power.
Around this stadium.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Andrei Shevchenko, Jim, European Player of the Year, League winner, European champion, the top scorer in Italy on more than one occasion. It's an extraordinary list of achievements.
It certainly is. He really was the deadliest striker around. Absolutely lethal.
Goal scorer, match winner, national treasure. He is all of those things and much, much more. that gets things running. And here's Shevchenko. Rafael Leao. That's a cute ball. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Shevchenko. Takes aim and cross. He rises! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Spread out to the left. Makaleli. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Strokes it back. Nice physical challenge.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Kubo going face-to-face with his great rival. And here's decent chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, what has happened here? That'll be a corner. Tries to get it clear. Showing good feet. Rafael Leao! Ball swung in. And now they can clear their lines. Shevchenko! Your impression so far, Jim?
Yeah, they've got a good grip on this game, now to turn it into a stranglehold.
Shevchenko, who needs just a moment to score a goal. It's a really well-measured ball. Kubo. Defending of the desperate variety. Pamplona deciding to turn to the long ball now. That is pretty evident.
Yeah, it is clear that they've decided to take a more direct route to goal now, but, you know, they can't just continue doing this and make it predictable. And importantly, they've got to look to win the second ball. If they do that, they should get right up the pitch.
Yeah, they really should. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And here's Shevchenko, Mbappe, Rafael Leao. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Budimir is herring after that one. Costa Curta. Cannavaro. Akanji. And it's Davids. Oh, this looks sharp. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Costa Curta. Now Davids. Rafael Leao tries to play it through. Played into space out wide. Rafael Leao might just make this. Rafael Leao will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He can get that clear. And they're back on the ball again. And it's Rooney. Picked out brilliantly. There's the shot! Goal! Milan! Piercing, piercing and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
39esimo minuto, numero 10.
A 1-0 lead established.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do. That's going in strongly. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, good spread. Now it's Kubo. Milan leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. 1-0 the score. That's headed upfield. And he's taking no chances there. And here's Budimir. Lofted in.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Back in, and the shot! It didn't come off, but an audacious effort.
Well, you've got to admire the confidence and the agility. Wasn't too far off either.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Milan go in at half-time with a slender 1-goal lead. And the action is back underway.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Played out to the left flank. Makaleli. That has ended up in no man's land. Played out towards the right wing. Out to the left it goes.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt, all too easy.
Rooney. And it's Makaleli. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Shevchenko! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Shevchenko is offering a wry smile there.
Now it's Mbappe. Has a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, he's been caught napping. The ball is loose, and the chase is on. Team still separated by the game's only goal. Budimir. Over to the left. And it's Shevchenko. Oh, nicely intercepted. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Now it's Rafael Leao. Aims beyond the defence. Delivers with whip. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. And that has put paid to that. He's having a go! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 5.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Ribery, cambio di giocatore.
Pamplona are looking to go forward now. Some front-footed pressing going on here. And that's aimed into the middle.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Pamplona making consecutive changes here. Out to the right. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Milan perhaps contemplating their next change here. Davids. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. He's had it taken off him. Oh, well played, well played.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Ribery has a look and plays it forward. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And that's going up front in a hurry. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Shevchenko plays it in. He's gone for goal! Oh, that's a waste.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 11.
We have got changes here from both sides, in
numero
fact.
38. Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Milan will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Opts for safety. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this. Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Looking for options for movement.
Il quarto uomo
And
indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Shevchenko! And that has been clubbed away. And here's the chance to counter. Now, can they get him away? He's in a great position here. And that has been slung wide. Hoisted in. Costa Cur... That's that, the end. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Mbappe picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
And there's a lot more to read into this game than just the scoreline.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And looking down the list of names, it does look, Jim, as though it's going to be a 5-3-2.
Well, it could be a disguise, Peter, for something else. And that five at the back can easily produce wing-backs. If that's the case, I think, you know, it might end up a 3 at times. Admittedly, though, if they do play deeper and in line with the centre-backs, then we can take it that they don't really want to give much away. That'll be foremost in their minds. But essentially, it depends on the two wide players in that defence. If they push on a little bit more, we could see something very different.
So that's got things underway.
Well, Wayne Rooney's role today will be crucial. We all know of his qualities as a goal scorer, but a lot's going to be expected from his creativity too. It's very rare for a striker to have such wonderful vision.
Yeah, he's a player whose performances always have an influence on the game. And Van Nistelrooy! It's loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. That has been knocked clear. And it's Reinders. And he's had a hit! Off the post! Just off target.
Reinders certainly got the pace he wanted on that, but not the all-important bend.
Diangana might just make this. Diangana. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And he's being shifted off it.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Nicely aimed pass. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Victor Fort. Tries to play it through. Victor Fort picks it up out wide. Victor Fort. Oh, nice touch. Tries a shot! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. And he's done it! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Elche are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Milan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Valera He's shifting through the gears here. And the ball is out of play. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Now it's Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And it's slung out wide. And he's had it nicked away. Yamal, Akanji, and Yamal. Schlotterbeck, Reinders. Van Nistelrooy. Rooney, and here's Shevchenko, aimed beyond the defence. Valera. Now he's off and running. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Great vision. Can he latch on to this?
Milan certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
And the counter is on. Now he's had a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And it's Rooney. Rafael Leao. Now Davids. Valera. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And the action is back underway.
Milan can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Hector Fort. Diangana. And it's Andre Silva. Knocks it out wide. Valera. This looks and he's had a shot! And it's Rooney. Looking for options for movement. And Van Nistelrooy! Oh! Fantastic! A finish of true class! AC Milan are all square.
Gol del Milan.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Milan really will be annoyed. They failed to make anything of their lead, and it's so typical that this happens.
Valera. Oh, there's a probing ball. He's in a great position. Shot, surely! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And he's quick to get it clear again.
Milan have clearly reached a level of comfort in this half. Why not use the impetus to plough on?
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Davids being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, he's the quarterback equivalent, so I'm not surprised that he's being closed down first.
Just about up to the hour now. And he welcomes it in. Decent! Oh, taken with style! Offside.
Yeah, the assistant did have his flag up. The referee seemed to spot it late, though. Nevertheless, the right decision.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. Andre Silva receives it in. Andre Silva! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Diangana. Valera. Andre Silva. Deftly away. Davids. Rafael Leao. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Elche needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Rafael Leao, good purposeful running this. Rooney, and into the grateful arms of the keeper. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Diangana, Rodriguez. Can he get on the end of this? And he's worked it through. And the finish! Goal, Milan! And the comeback is complete. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
Elche can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Milan take the lead.
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
Akanji. Now Davids. Akanji. Yamal. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He is through here. Yamal. Fired deep toward... Oh, smashing header! And yes, it's there! 2 up now, and they are cruising. It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Milan can make their change now with a break in play.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And it's Fort.
Oh, really well played.
Fort's cross. Keeper's dealt with that. Elche have reclaimed it. Out towards the flank. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
And here's Ribery. Threads one in. Oh, he's found support out wide. And it's made its way to him.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Has a look and plays it forward. Engages and forces him off the ball. Has a look up and drives it forward. Tries to pass it through, and he's in on goal. He rises! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And time is up. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will, and this place is bouncing. Van Nistelrooy picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, what a difference a half can make, Peter. And the second half saw this team full of courage and energy. It's very impressive how this team turned it all around.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
La formazione del Milan. Il numero 9, Fabio Cannavaro. Il numero 27, Silvestre. Il numero 6, Makelele. Il numero 8, Rooney.
So that's got things underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, football certainly runs deep in the Reinders family, but unlike his father or brother, this guy, Tiani Reinders, is someone who can take control of the game from centre midfield. I suspect we're going to see a little bit of everything from him here. He's box to box.
Yeah, he goes for a shot! He's looking wide, and it's Bogle. He's on it, can he get away? Here comes, climbs up big! Just off target.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Rooney. Now it's Mbappe. Out to the right. Now it's Yamal. Gruyev with a fine tackle.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And it's Gruev. Look at the space here. Nameka. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Diogo Costa breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
He's in a great position here. Reinders. That's an imaginative pass. Now it's Shevchenko. Now it's Rooney. Nicely shaped ball. Decent chance! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Milan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Milan have fired themselves in front.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
It's a promising position. Oh, nice touch. James drives it in. And that has earned a reprieve. And a chance! He's had a shot!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
He's shifting through the gears here. And no, he's seen through all of that. Into the channel, and he's picked it up out wide. Knocks it out wide. Makalele simply refused to be outdone there. Well, there's the clearance. Skims one in. Makalele. Yamal. Chance, surely! Oh, brilliant from Yamal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Gol per il Milan. Ha segnato al 34esimo minuto.
And that really is so impressive. Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Van Nistelrooy. Chance here to counter. Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. Now, can they get him away? And reclaimed it in a trice. Now this... Yamal! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Lamine Yamal is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Ampadu. Milan looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Oh, that's fabulous. Van Nistelrooy. That's really well manoeuvred. Gruev. And Nyonto. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Makalele, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Gruev gets a foot in here, and here's the chance to counter.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Now it's Mbappe. And this is Rooney. And the finish! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are pulling clear here. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
A case now of complete control. And we've reached half-time. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Milan are relentlessly steamrolling their way to victory then. 3 goals scored without reply. And the action is back on the way. Can he latch on to this? Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Looking to play him in. Takes a shot! He's got a goal! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Numero 29.
So is this the start of a comeback? Gnonto. Now it's James.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Flashes it across. Diogo Costa claims it without any fuss.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
And it's Bogle. Now it's James. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Rooney. Van Nistelrooy in the hunt and looking threatening. Shevchenko has it out wide and in space. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Tanaka. James gets into a good position. That's good play. Oh, shooting chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Strauch. Tanaka. Played out to the right. Gruyev. Out towards the flank. That's gone for a throw-in. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
And it's played in. It's a mighty effort! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Justin. Now Ampadu. And it's Justin. And Rodon. Ampadu. Okafor. Reinders does well to get it back. Now, what about a counter-attack? Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. Nyonto is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable. Just needs a little bit of fine-tuning. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 20.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Ribery. Attenzione, la sostituzione.
Back when it goes. And the shot! Justin gets it clear. Knocks it into space. Takes aim and... Oh, smashing header! It's in! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking them up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Numero 10.
Milan grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. That is lovely. Good ball, good take. Cannavaro is there and he can get that clear. Ball's gone out of play. Engages and forces him off the ball. He's fizzed it forward. Gruev. And it's Ampadu. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Mbappe.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Shoots! They want to be quick to recover this.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Searching pass he's played there. Schlotterbeck gets good distance on it. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Shot could be... Brilliant! About as smooth as it gets. Just cruising. They are cruising. It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Reinders. Mbappe. Played down the flank. Yamal gets into some space. Up he goes! And he couldn't quite make it 6.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 7.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitute.
So that's it. It is all over. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Mbappe voted man of the match, and deservedly so. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Milan definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.